Okay, so for this over here, you should recognize some what I call non-elementary integrals. And when I say, you probably should have some understanding of that these are beyond the scope of what you learn in calculus too. However, people do write wrong answers down. I also could say is, if you think you know the derivative and you're really not sure, I would differentiate it to see if it is the case, right? But this is a pretty typical one. This one you're going to see more and more in upper level classes, by the way, and particularly things that do with statistics, by the way. All right. And actually, is this one here you're going to see in the statistics one. But you'll see these things over here. They're non-elementary. And what I recommend you do is, whatever you write down, check it by differentiating it. But I'd also recommend using a computer algebra system and typing it in. And you're going to get something back that you're probably not going to fully understand, including the use of complex numbers. For example, if I were reading this one over here, this one looks like, minus, it looks like I, it looks like the square root of pi. It looks like there's a 2 there. Then there's this ERF thing. It's an error function. And what's that an error function? It looks like xi or ix. Maybe I want to write it down. I'll write down ix. All right? And again, it's something that we haven't got anywhere near it. And you don't want to do that. Right? And also look at these other guys over here. And again, you're seeing these things over here. You should start to recognize you haven't seen error function before. You're not going to get that one. All right? This one over here, kind of famous. If you look back over my notes, by the way, I do this one, I believe I did this one in the notes, by the way, between minus infinity and infinity. And I use a technique that is not covered in Calc 2 at Essex County College, although it can be integrated, all right? However, looking at it again, I'm getting these things over here, and it even looks stranger and stranger each time, right? Likewise for the cosine. No, I don't think I did that in the notes. You're getting something that looks equally as strange, by the way. This one over here, I'm getting something that looks pretty strange as well. I'm using Sage to do that, by the way. It's important you know that. This one over here is often misunderstood. People often write a wrong answer down that one, but you can't do that one either, all right? You can't do it. We're seeing things we don't know about. This one over here, another really difficult one. Just look at the answer that's spit back to me from using a computer algebra system. It's a tough integration, by the way. This likewise a tough integration. Just look at the length of the answer that's being spit back to me. It's really long, by the way. Let's see if there's other ones. X to the x is really bad. I want to point out, don't worry about these messages. This didn't even try. What it turned back to me? Sage actually said back to me, hey, integrate x to the x dx. It did nothing, by the way. Likewise, this one over here, another perplexingly difficult one. You may not realize it until you start trying these guys over here. And that's what makes integration so nice. Integrations are nice because I don't know if I can do it until I try, but I do like using software, by the way. And again, what did Sage do? It spit back saying, gee whiz, you asked me a question, I'm going to ask you the same question back. It did nothing, by the way. So let me point this out again. This, when I gave it to Sage, it just responded to me with the same exact question. This, when I gave it to Sage, responded back to me with the very same question. Really not much there. Thank you.